Are you somebody who is constantly faulting yourself? Maybe you had a hard struggle and maybe you are still going through some symptoms of depression or anxiety. Maybe you're really stressed out by things that are happening in your life. And without that compassion, you are continually faulting yourself for feeling the way that you do. If that's you, then listen closely. I am Dr. Sharon Grossman. I'm a psychologist, a coach, and a speaker. And I help people really deal with their stress so that they can avoid burnout. Now, one of the things that happens is that we sometimes lack compassion for ourselves. We expect ourselves to be able to just move on, to let things go, and to just be able to get over it. Well, that's easier said than done. Now, one of the tricks to actually being able to get over the things that are hard in our lives is to actually have more compassion, not less. And so think about somebody else who's struggling. If they had the exact same struggle that you are currently facing and they were sitting right next to you, what would you say to them? Put yourself in their shoes and really talk to them about what you would do to help comfort them, or how you would maybe advise them on how to move forward in their situation. And maybe start to apply some of that compassionate talk that you would have for somebody else who's struggling with those same sort of challenges to yourself. That is so key for us to be able to be more resilient and be strong and help ourselves face those challenges and face those stressors, not by being harder on ourselves, but by actually having more compassion. Now, the other thing that you want to consider is you might have some internal voice, some voice in your head that says to you, oh, you're weak because you're not able to get over it. Oh, you should be able to just let this thing go. Ask yourself, whose voice is that? Is that your mother's voice? Is that your father's voice? Is that your sister's voice? Is it your boss's voice? Whose voice is it? Try to identify somebody who maybe sounds like that's really from your life. And then identify somebody who you know. It could be somebody real, somebody in your life, or it can even be a fictional character. It could be somebody from a movie, somebody that you can really relate to, who is the voice of compassion. Somebody who's so kind. And it could be a friend. Anybody in your life that fits that description, have their voice in your head to counteract this otherwise very negative, critical voice. So now you've got these two voices, one that maybe is a little bit harsher and less compassionate, and then you've got this other person who you've identified who is the voice of compassion. And now we have something, because you can start to counteract all the negativity, instill a little bit more compassion, and that can help you to be more resilient and to affect stressors. I hope that was helpful. If you need any more tips or tricks, be sure to follow my page on Facebook at Coaching by Sharon. Looking forward to seeing you again next time. Meanwhile, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.